Marillion versus R.E.M. Who do you think will win today? And will it be a hollow victory? As we find out which band delivered our favourite, Hollow Man. Hey, and welcome again to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. Hope you're well, and looking forward to another song war where I pit two related songs against each other and try to decide which is best, and ask you to do the same. Today we are with Marillion for The Hollow Man and R.E.M for just Hollow Man. I figured that was close enough. There's not a lot in common between these tracks, but they were both relatively unsuccessful singles, and did both come from albums that were follow-ups to artistic dead ends, and saw our featured bands both reach for, and arguably achieve, greatness once more. So we'll start with Marillion and The Hollow Man from the 1994 prog rock concept album masterpiece that is Brave. This followed, of course, Holidays in Eden, where EMI were pressuring the band to go in a more commercial direction in the early 90s. They actually still got a fine album out of it, but A, it didn't reach that wider audience that the label were hoping for, and B, it wasn't really the music the majority of the band were wanting to make. I went into more detail on it last year for its 30th anniversary, so check that out later, but suffice to say that Brave was a somewhat depressing tale of a girl found wandering a bridge, unwilling or unable to talk, and clearly on the brink of suicide. Though it fits thematically, The Hollow Man is one of two tracks on the album that doesn't have an obvious role in the narrative, which might be why it was selected as the first single in the UK. It certainly wasn't because it was a commercial pop single, that's for sure. Ironically, it actually performed slightly better than most of the Holidays in Eden singles, peaking at number 30. So let's go ahead and give it a fresh listen now.
I think I have become one of the hollow men, as I shine on the outside more these days. I can feel the outside feeding on my insides. Leaves the growing darkness in its place.
Already it's an odd singles choice, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Poison paralyzes. I think I have become one of a pavement. It's a feeling I've been having for some time. I look down upon myself and watch my movements. The blind eye sees the fragile vandalized.
Two and a half minutes in before the bulk of the band appears, and here is Mr. Steve Rothery on guitar.
Watch this cold world dishing up these endless hollow men. Find us anywhere you love. Come and meet our friends. Stand us in our silly clothes. Put our badges in. Line us up like fairground ducks. Watch us grin and grin and grin. See the lines behind our eyes. See the will to
Definitely not radio-friendly fodder. And in case you didn't hear it over me talking in because it's quite low in the mix anyway, closing line is, we're tin hard and we rattle when we're shaken. Thank you, Steve H. All right, Marillion with the Hollow Man, and just a pure showcase for the still young, still beautiful Steve Hogarth and his wonderful voice. Of course, he plays piano himself, but generally for the albums, he left all the keyboard work to Mark Gully. So I assume it was Mark playing those big, striking piano chords and everything else on that track. And of course, towards the end, you get the rest of the band coming in and a little bit of signature emotive guitar playing from Steve Rothery. But yeah, it's one of the least likely top 30 singles in Christendom. All right, so let's move on to 2008 and R.E.M's Accelerate. Poetry, I know. You just get everything and more on this channel. So as with Marillion, this one saw them following an album, Around the Sun in this case, that had received a fairly muted response both within the band themselves and with the fan base. Working with Jackknife Lee as producer and delivering a set of songs that was faster and more aggressive than anything they'd written in decades, Accelerate was celebrated as a return to form, though few knew at the time that it would prove to be the penultimate R.E.M. album. So Hollow Man was the second single in this case and reached number 7 on Billboard's Adult Alternative chart, which I still don't really know what that means anyway. In the UK, it apparently only managed to reach number 200, so that was a massive drop-off compared to the regular singles successes, even as late as Leaving New York from Around the Sun, which hit number 5. In any case, it goes like this. Did I hoodwink you into thinking this was a faster song than it is? No, it's just the same. It's a slow piano song. Or is it? It might just be starting this way.
Echoes fall off me. I took the prize last night for complicated mess, for saying things I didn't mean and don't believe.
Yeah, I was just toying with you, wasn't I?
Trust in me. I went upside down. I emptied out the room, 30 seconds left. I can't believe you held your ground. Believe in me, believe in nothing, corner me. Something, I've become the hollow man, I've become the hollow man I see. I'm overwhelmed, I'm on repeat, I'm emptied out, I'm incomplete. You trusted me, I want to show you, I don't want to be the hollow man. I've become the hollow man, I've become the hollow man I see, I see.
And just like that, it's all over. But it was a little different from how I remembered. All right, Hollow Man from R.E.M. and straight up honesty with you, as always here, Accelerate is not an album I play a heck of a lot, and it's probably been a year or close to since I last heard that song or that album, and I kind of remember the big powerful chorus and forget that he actually takes us in quite a few different directions in something that's a little over 2.5 minutes. But great lyrics and great vocals from Michael Stipe as ever, and some good hit-a-butt guitar in there as well. similar to the first track. If you're looking for guitar showcases from these greats, these are probably not the songs to go to, but when they turn up, they do their job just as well as they ever did. So now it's time to pick a winner. And we've got two very different bands and songs there, so if you liked at least one of them, make sure to hit like on this video. Now, I expect most of you will have a firm preference, so do drop your winner down in the comments below as well. As for me, my biases are going to be on full display here because although the R.E.M tune is a belter, I have to give the win to Marillion. And I'll tell you why. It goes beyond the quality of either song to the fact that the Hollow Man is one of the Marillion tunes that acted as a gateway drug for my other half, to the point that he's joined me at many a Marillion gig over the years and has even been known to actively suggest going to interesting places that they happen to be playing. I'm a lucky lad and I know it, so that's thanks to this song and Estonia and a couple of others. As I said, biased as hell, and I make no apology for that, and Marillion, the Hollow Man, is today's winner for me. So thanks for joining me today, and do subscribe to the channel for more of this sort of thing, and much more besides, including more from Brave and another song war featuring R.E.M. And I will just say bye for now, but I hope not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.